Hi, my name is Akeem, and I am the founder, chairman, CEO, president, vice president, and the dean of Random University. We offer a vast variety of courses, everything from psychology of the fake alpha male to cringe studies to pause 101. Now, if you're interested in joining this university, please call or text the number on the screen at 1555-RANDOM-U. Are you ready? All right, ladies, we need to talk. But please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, guys, to whoever's here, visiting, decide, if you're going to decide to join this university, feel free, subscribe, hit the bell. If you hit the bell, you'll get all the notifications that you need so you can be updated on anything Random University, get all the lesson plans that you've been asking for. Well, either way, we need to discuss what's been going on with you ladies. I've been hearing some rumors. I've been hearing some things about y'all hiding the box, about y'all keeping the chastity belt on, about y'all locking away the key and throwing it into the garbage somewhere. Y'all don't need to toss that key. Now, this might not apply to y'all who are watching this video, and please leave it in the comments. I would like to believe the women who watch this channel aren't thinking the same way some of these ladies are. I get the election did not turn out the way many wanted it to be, but hey, it just is what it is. It's life. Life goes on. So y'all can't resort to these things, because today's lesson plan is going to be in humility. We're talking about humility, and that is going to be something that we're going to be discussing when it comes to the ladies, and I'm going to be showing you in these clips starting right now.
Removed myself from Hinge, Bumble, I didn't even think twice about it. There's no way I am letting any man near me for the next few years. I've been happily single for the past 4 years. I can wait another 4 years. I am so happy for women who have loving, supportive, safe men in their life right now, but it is way too scary to try and trust anyone right now, because anything can happen. And if you know me, you know one of my biggest fears is being pregnant. God forbid that ever happens over the next few years. So, no dating apps. If you are a man, don't even look at me until... do you know what?
To the men of America, thank you so much, because you have now officially pushed any woman who is ever questioning herself away from you and into my arms. And I am now 100% gay. I wasn't sure before, but now I am positive. So if you're a man, don't look at me, don't touch me, don't speak to me, don't breathe near me, okay? Okay, I'm glad we got that sorted.
I personally think that if all of these men are voting to take our rights away, they don't deserve to touch a woman for the next 4 years. So, hope you thought that through, you guys.
Not that my content reaches a lot of men, because I have an IQ of 130, but I want the men in this country to know that half the female population, we're dry. We're probably gonna stay dry. I'm dry as a desert, baby, and I don't want it to change. Yeah, we're not gonna like you anymore. You understand that? It doesn't matter if you take away, we'll want to have your babies even less, right? Even if you take away contraception, women are really good at celibacy because you guys are actually a threat to us. So we have a lot less to gain from you. So yeah, 4B all the way. Let's make some money, I guess. That's all we can do now.
And another thing, ladies, black out all dating websites and apps, okay? Even if you don't have the app anymore, re-download it and delete your account. Then delete the app. They should be scrolling on the same pick-me pearls in a 1 mile radius over and over and over again. You don't like the color blue? That's fine. Your balls won't either. I'm talking Tinder, Duet, Hinge, Christian Mingle. I don't care. All those apps, plenty of fish. Even if you don't use the app anymore, they still use your profile. So go back and delete the account. Guys should be scrolling and they should be confused, because they Twitter fingers. All dating websites should be telling men, unfortunately, you've hit your queue of women today. They should literally only have 2 picks. I want them sitting there what's happening?
Now, look, I'm just going to address the women in the videos. I'm not talking about women in general. I'm talking about the women that are in these clips, because they're going to be, it's going to pertain to a large variety of different women, BBWs, insanes, wild ones. There's a lot of aloofs out there. There's a lot of different women that were in those videos, but honestly, most of them were kind of the same type of archetype, just different builds. That's all. They just had different styles, but they were all the same person. cuckoo, women who were never going to ever be able to hold down a normal relationship anyway, because there was always going to be something off. There was going to be something wrong with the man. Never anything with them. When they are the women who complain about narcissists, but they were the narcissists. They were the one who were self-conceited in all their thoughts. Everything was supposed to evolve around them. They were those types of women. I guarantee you that's what they're like. And most of them women talking about withholding the box, talking about I'm going to go dry. Are you really sure about that? Can you really afford to go dry? Some of them I'm pretty sure were already drying up. I'm pretty sure many of them weren't already getting action. I don't think all of them were just getting piped down on the regular. And if they were buying. Just like the Fresh and Fit fans and just like Fresh and Fit themselves, they were buying the box or they were buying the D. You know what I'm saying? They were buying something, because I don't think some of them were just scoring like that. At this point in time, some of y'all, if y'all wait too long, that stuff is going to dry up like the Sahara Desert. It will be bone dry. Tumbleweeds everywhere, just an absolute mess. It's not something, it'll be dusty down there. And I'm telling you, there ain't enough rain, not enough floods, and not enough moisture that's going to go ahead and get that stuff dried or refreshed back up. There won't be crops growing from that garden anymore. The seeds will be gone. The eggs, gone. Talking about deleting dating apps. Go ahead and delete them dating apps. I don't know how many swipes that you got that went right, but I got a feeling it was low. I got a feeling those message boxes were full of bots, full of a bunch of, pipe dreams of men that you thought existed. A whole bunch of AI guys out there just texting you up, making you feel good. Those are the only people that were talking to you. Bots. No normal or rational man outside of somebody who was desperate for anything would swipe right on some of those ladies. Just because, quite frankly, I guarantee you their profile was shit too. Not just the fact that they don't look great. Just saying, not talking about looks, and I'm not to be one who demeans others, but if you're going to talk insanity, we're going to have to start talking about scaling here. We're going to have to talk about realistic expectations. If we're obviously going to list this off a scale of 1 to 10 and do the old Kevin Samuels, many of them would rank rather low. I'm not going to give them a scale rating today. I'm not going to pull a wheat waffles and give you a face rating. If you want a face rating, please feel free to cash at me, and I'll even give you details if you send me $2. I'll do it for $1 if you want a face rating, and I'll give you, some details if you want a $2 one. So just either way, feel free to do that. Hit the bell and hit the cash app. Like, what are you going to do if you're not going to give up the box? You can't just not give up the goods and expect to just get men. Not saying you should pass up the stuff that's vital to your body or just that's important to you, that's precious to you. You don't need to cough that stuff up, willingly or so easily. You just don't have to hoe it up, but you do need to have your hole open for access or debate. It needs to be available for somebody to access. Like, I can't emphasize how much you just can't close it up. You just can't do it. There's no way, there's no reason, there's no rhyme or reason to do any of this. Why would you hold yourself back? Why are you going to hold back intimacy for 4 years? You know how jaded you're going to be at the end of that time period? That's crazy talk. That's nonsense. That leads you down a path of just being a person who's a cat mom. And you know what? Do you really want to just be a cat lady? Cat lady is what you resort to when you have no other options. When all relationships have failed. When you become Vivica A. Fox. That's what happens when you become Catwoman. Like Taylor Swift is talking about cat lady life. Well, guess what? She got Travis Kelce right now. I know she's had about 47 other boyfriends that she done made albums and songs about. But guess what? She's going to find somebody. She's at least going to have a man still, riding that coattail, riding them billions all the way into the end, even when this fails with Travis Kelce, because this ain't gonna last. We already know, first of all, Travis Kelce, thank God he's finally playing some decent football. It seemed like he was missing his black cheeks that he was using and tagging. He wasn't getting that anymore, and it seemed like something was finally off in his game. This isn't his normal woman that he would get, a flat back. I mean, look, Taylor Swift is cute, but she's mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, overall, yeah, she makes billions of dollars, but like overall looks wise, Travis Kelce was smashing better looking women, and much better looking women than the women who are saying that they're not going to give up the goods. What are we talking about here? I mean, we are lost in this delusional reality where people think they can just do these things and somehow they're going to come out happier in 4 years. Or later on, I'm going to wait to the next administration. Really? What kind of stupid shit is that? You're going to wait to the next president? What if it's somehow another Republican? You're going to be upset again? You're just going to close up shop? Because you might as well at that point in time freeze them eggs if you have any left. Because like I said, some of y'all who already done held out, your eggs are probably already dying out there. It's like Jurassic Park. You're over here desperate for the last bit of DNA before the lab explodes. Now listen, you don't need to just cough up the goods. You don't need to just pass it up so willingly. You don't need to be easy. You don't have to be fast, as they would say back in the 70s. You just don't need to just lock it up. I'm just saying, some of y'all need to cough it up. That's some of y'all's only advantage. Where some women who are so fine that they can withhold it, you know what I'm saying? They can be like, sorry, you're not getting any tonight. And the guy's gonna be like, damn, you know what? Maybe I should just, reconsider my actions. Some of y'all are not gonna have that luxury. I'm just saying, the women in those videos do not have that luxury, in my opinion. I'm just saying, you gotta rip off the chastity belt. Some of y'all seem content with just holding it out and throwing away the key. Please don't do that. I'm telling you, you're only ruining your own lives. That's what's going on down there. Some of y'all don't understand. The wall is a real thing. It hits all of us. It just hits women faster than it hits most men. Most men, we can keep kind of persevering past the wall. Even though we've hit the wall, we can still produce things that we shouldn't be able to produce anymore, even though we've been past it. Like once we get grandpa balls, we can still Robert De Niro and still have kids, or Al Pacino and still be popping them out. Look, wild things can happen for us, but we still be past the wall. But women, when y'all hit the wall, it's over for a few things. So just know that. So I'm saying, be humble. Know where you are. It's the same thing I would tell any guy. You got to know where you rank on that scale. And you got to do the balancing act. And if you want to, achieve above, the fray of where you are on that scale, then you're going to have to add some features to you that will boost your numbers. Good skin, money, funny, skills, talent. I'm just saying, being able to converse, being able to make friends, being able to create things, those individuals, they can get some bonuses, even if you're butt ugly. It's just like this. Either in life, either you're uniquely ugly to where you can prosper off of it, or you're good looking to where you can prosper off of it, or you're just somewhere in the middle. You're pretty average. And then sometimes there's those that are very less fortunate and just, it's bad. It's bad, and there's nothing you can fix.
There is not a single ounce of affection that a man will get out of me after this election. I'm not dating men, I'm not sleeping with men, I'm not talking to men. Y'all lost that privilege.
Donald Trump is president, and I think all women should stop having sex for the next 4 years. Don't you agree? This vote wasn't a vote for Americans. This vote was for men. And unless we want to become the Handmaid's Tale, then us women need to protest, because this is some buttery bull. I'm sorry to the women and minorities who aren't going to get the help that they need in the next 4 years. I'm sorry for the people who are impoverished, who are just going to keep dying from starvation and lack of healthcare and lack of governmental support. People are actually praising this guy, and it's a freaking joke. Look at the states he won. You won't catch me there. You'll catch me in New York City. And I'm sorry to all the women who are going to suffer in these bumpkin-ass small little towns because of this. Reason why I'm a New Yorker and always will be.
And I'm not trying to say this to be mean or controversial or have people unsubscribe, but I'm just saying we need to band together, and we're not banding together doing this type of stuff. Like, listen to this woman here.
If you secretly had to vote for Kamala because of your husband, I just want you to know that it's okay to divorce him. We're building a whole community of ladies who are happy being single, and guess what? If your husband voted for Trump, especially if he knows that you didn't, he hates your guts. Come join us over here on this side. It's called the right side of history.
Women don't need protecting from men. We need you to stop being the thing that we need protection from. I'm upside down because my back.
That woman is certifiably insane. She is crazier than Antonio Brown and the Joker. Hell, she's crazier than Antonio Brown if he was the Joker. If you literally combine them two entities, she would be crazier than that. That is something that you cannot replicate. These are levels of insanity that is disturbing. She is the kind of person who's starting a cult. She wants everybody to be single along with her. Hell, guess what? She's trying to get married, happily, coupled up people to join her cause. Break up with him, divorce your husband, leave him, throw his shit on the lawn, leave him in the dust, make him cry, bring him pain. Why? Do you have any real reasons besides the fact that you're cuckoo? And yeah, she's like, oh, am I a little crazy? Yes, you are, and nobody should listen to you. And people who subscribe to you, Godspeed. Because some of y'all get what you deserve. When y'all decide y'all was gonna buy into all this fear mongering and all it's the end of the world because you didn't get your way type of shit, I keep saying it was the same way every time somebody becomes president. It's not the end of times. We are gonna make it. So this whole, oh my God, and listening to all these celebrities, guys, I think the jig is up. I think people have realized the thing on the celebrities. They're just like the rest of us, except most of them are corrupt. They bleed just like us, except they have way more access to things we don't. But most of them are pretty effed up. The ones that we really revere, the ones that are highest up in society, apparently they're the most willing to bend over and give up those cheeks to make sure they get on their way. Or they're willing to get on their knees and sacrifice every bit of their morality to make sure they can make a few more $1 million. Stuff like that. That's not us, and that's not you. So be happy that's not you, because you should still have your dignity, unlike some of these crazy women.
Woke up this morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm going to have to cut it short on that. Buzz it down, right? I think that this is too... it's getting... Let's see here. Maybe I got to cut it. Here we go. Have I given up on America? Yeah. I've also given up on coloring this hair because, right? Coloring my hair, having my hair be long and luxurious, all that, being skinny, being hot, being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be, because clearly they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you too, those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them. Yes, scraps. I don't know how to work this thing, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's just do some cutting. You know why? Because this is taking too long. Here we go. Short hair we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because f*** you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. Crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So f***ing crazy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a year. It's been 9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. It's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited. Just talking about regular life stuff they talk about on here. But trust me, I understand. I've heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now, women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you.
Shaving your hair off. That's how far she's gone down the rabbit hole. That's how long. That's how far in the sickness she is.
It is a sickness.
Yes, I agree, Abba. It is a sickness. Truly a sickness. And I don't know what you do to fix it. There might not be anything to fix these things. There really isn't. It's just, you pray for these individuals, but quite frankly, they're never going to be happy. They'll be childless. Like I said, have about 16, 17 cats, end up on an episode of Hoarders where they're all flat. Because they were crushed by all the hoard, because they went crazy and all the past traumas that they forgot about in their life is all going to suddenly resurface. I can see all that happening for most of these women. I mean, these women are delusional. And I don't believe this is your average woman. And some of these women are probably paid off to do this stuff anyway. This is cult talk. She's all bought in. She drank all the Kool-Aid. I'm telling you, she is engulfed in it. Like Anakin, when he got, taken over by the rage of the dark side, that's what's happened to her. But she's went all in on liberal. I mean, and it's not even like liberal. It's the harsh left. This is the part of the left that people get crazed and like disappointed, and they want to run away, just like the people on the far right. You don't want to deal with any of these people. They're all insane. Insane. You can't deal with these people. Women who are watching this video, please. I don't know what percentage of you actually watch these videos, but hopefully you enjoy them. Once again, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. But tell me, are you thinking these thoughts? And if you are, could you please reconsider? Because I don't think it's going to work out for some of you. It's not. Some of y'all really cannot afford to just withhold the goods. By the time that happens, you're going to hit menopause. Most of these women are already post-wall anyway. Most of them have already hit it. Just crashed out into the wall. And they're over here talking about withholding. I'm telling you, that's the only advantage you got. Where it's like, well, she don't look that good, but she will cough it up. I mean, it's like, hey, that does give you a plus. Not saying you should just hold it up, but hey, be available. I'm just saying it helps. It does help when you don't have other features. Just the same thing with guys. If you are just willing to really put yourself out there, you might, have a shot out there. It's no different with us. I mean, we can't just be out here tripping, being like, some of these guys, they be having way too high of expectations. And hell, I think I might be a victim of this as hot as I am. Oh God, just kidding. But seriously, there's a lot of guys who have ridiculous expectations. You be thinking some dudes be, I want to get that woman over there. And she's, homie, she's well past your league. Way past it. You're going to have to do a lot more push-ups. And I think you're also going to have to get that skincare routine. And you might want to go to the gym. And you also might want to lay off the weed just a tad. Just a tad. I mean, you can still smoke. But, I mean, dude, you are lit all the time. And you might want to do something besides game. Maybe go out and do some more exercise and go ball again. You know, do some other things that you used to do in the past. Because this version of you ain't going to cut it. Not for that. You might be able to settle for this girl over here, though. You know, Big Betty over here, who's ready to just boast it open for you. She's available. She'll take you because, quite frankly, she understands that you're a catch for her. You got to balance these scales. And we got to stop acting like looks don't matter. Fitness doesn't matter. Charisma doesn't matter. Skills don't matter. You know, job, money, all this stuff is important. But you do have to balance the scales. They need to be somewhat, you know, they're supposed to be somewhat matching. Don't you remember back in the good old days when it felt like couples used to match? Like, man, they just look like they belong together. Now everything's about mix matching and just getting everything into some conglomerate where we all turn into goo bags, which it's fine. We're all going to turn that way anyway. But it's just like we're force feeding some of the monster here. And it's like, you know, you don't have to be so willing to date somebody you're not attracted to anymore. I mean, just go with what you like. Okay? Do those things. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon.